Thank you so much for staying with us. And of course, it's about time for us to take you through into our discussion segment. Nigerian lawmakers on Wednesday presented a bill proposing constitutional alteration for a transition of parliamentary system of government. The bill, sponsored by House Minority Leader Kingsley Chinda and 59 others, seek to change the system of government from presidential to parliamentary, where the government will be run by the parliament. The spokesperson for the group, Rep. Abdul Samad Dasuki, PDP Sokoto, said this at a news conference at the National Assembly in Abuja on Wednesday. According to him, the proposed amendments would significantly impact on the nation's political landscape. The lawmaker said that the collapse of the First Republic and the long stretch of military rule culminated in the adoption of a new government or a new system of government fashioned after the U.S. presidential system. And to have this conversation with us right about this time is our guest in the person of Mr. Prince Adebola Adeniji Adele Jr. He is the President General Citizen Liberation Advocacy Initiative. Good morning, sir, and thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. Good morning for having me this morning.
All right, so now let's go into our discussion segment. Now, looking at this proposal of transiting from a presidential system to a parliamentary system, what's your view on that?
Well, let me make the people at home relax themselves, because this bill has came up 1999 by Wali Raji, who proposed that parliamentary system should be the watchword. Now, I wanted to use a proverb now, that people at home that listening to me show clearly that if a woman have not tested a two husband at a different time, they will not know the good out of it. It means that we have seen the parliamentary before in this country. Now we have seen the presidential government or system. So they have both sides. The parliamentary as it is, then it keeps us not to spend endlessly. But the presidential, very costly. All the governor will spend money. Even at worst that INEC peg it to so amount of how governors should spend. We know how much they're spending. They are spending beyond that. So that one will couple of all the new posts. The head of the government will just be a ceremonial. And it is the parliamentary people that will take. And part of that, the regions will be uplifted than the way they are now. We have so many ministers, almost 45 or 48 ministers. We have governors of all the 36 states. Even the ministers of FCC has now become governor now. So as it is now, I, as a person, I feel to see the way things is in this country. My brother, the parliamentary should be the best for Nigeria.
Okay, so given the analogy you just painted of a woman testing two husbands at different times, she would be able to tell which is better. So you think that at this point in time, haven't seen two systems of governance, I mean presidential and parliamentary, you think parliamentary is the best way to go? Now, if you think so, what is your take on the issue of having a robust debate and, of course, an engaging system of government?
Well, you know, we still have the political party. It now shows that it depends on the people that have the majority leader, majority people in the house. You know, they are still going to vote there. But the beauty of it is that what you are producing in your region, okay, will retain at your region. Now, it is the person they choose or the elected as the head of this government in that region. Now we have almost six geopolitical zones now. The 6 geopolitical zone, they will look for somebody who will be the head of the government in that region. Is the one that will now go to, probably they still put it at Abuja or whatever they put it. Is the one that will now go there to represent and donate a little. Why should they be collecting tax in this Lagos, VAT in this Lagos, and other things in the enumeration on this country of IGR, and they will take it away from here to Abuja? They would just send down just only 10% to the Lagos state. But we are now saying that, and that part of when they seized because of the argument brought the derivations of those people who are, they are feeling the oil in their state or their region. That being out the 13% derivation. But that one will stop. It is the geopolitical zones that will be controlling the activities of their whatever they have in their soil. So they will just be taking a little of the agreement to the central point. So the parliamentary, to me, I feel and I think is the best. Come and see the ways of things. They will have SSA, SA, on SSA, on SSA, on this. I even have some government or some governor that have not less than 45 to 50 aides. You can't find that on parliamentary system. You cannot find that. So we see some senators. Look at Apabio, the president of Senate. Don't you see those people are working with him? They're up to 70 or 100, if I'm not mistakenly. So what we are saying now is that they said those one will collect salary, those one will collect remuneration, and whatever that acquired on those one we collected it. There is much less. It's too high. So parliamentary, you will not find that. But we'll find out in the presidential. The amount of the money you are going to spend in election in parliamentary, never. You can't find that one in presidential.
Okay, now talking about equal distribution of resources.
Yeah.
Are we also talking about what we call restructuring?
In fact, the parliamentary have restructured themselves, as restructured itself. Okay?
So at the point where we have to adopt the parliamentary system, are you saying that automatically
the restructuring will come in because it is your region? You are now overseeing your region now. It's not that you took away whatever. Look at the time of Awolowo. They are saying now that Awolowo is the best person. That is the first person that made television to operate in Ibadan. It's because of it. And the people that begin to emulate from him. The first university is in Southwest, or if I'm not mistakenly. So things like that, we will see people will begin to think, what can we do to our region? He has killing the restructuring because it will embed it immediately into it, that parliamentary, because it is your area that you are governing, and you are just taking, or whatever you debate in your region, you take it to the central point. By that time, nobody will come from south or north central to come and oversee what you are doing with you, unless we wanted to come and learn with you.
Okay, now looking at it from this angle, when you say it is what you generate from your region that you are going to send to the federal. Now, is it out of place to say that an individual who is overseeing a region can manipulate figures to say, okay, this is what we're able to produce, whereas you produce even more, just so that you'll not be able to give to the center what is required?
But you know that under the parliamentary, it is not only the head of government. There's going to be a parliamentary within this region too. Okay? Head is just want to acquire the knowledge of whatever they debate together to take it to the center. So there's no way you are going to do it that out of it that they do not know. No, it's not possible. So it's a matter of that what we have, we are seeing it by ourselves. That's what parliamentary means. What we have, we are seeing it by ourselves, and we are collecting it by ourselves. We are taking it out by ourselves. So it's not that it is one Mr. President that invested all the powers. Okay, that you can't do anything. It's the president that will make the minister. It's the president that will make the MD, GD, or whatever. It is the president that will. So many power as to arrogated to the president of this country. Very powerful. So, but under the parliamentary, they slipped the power to regions. Okay, and the president of whoever they voted for become a ceremonial president. So it will not be as powerful as this. So I don't know why at the tenures of Obasanjo they discounting that, because they are bringing this at the times of Olusegun Obasanjo by Wale Raji, as I made mention, in 1999. That's when they are beginning to propose it. So, but the things that's baffled me in this country is that we'll be looking towards of seeing a good thing or better thing in future. We have 109. When you see the percentage of that 60 people, it has not up to two-thirds that will make that bill to come to fulfillment. Okay?
So now, looking at the culture, of most politicians over time, I'm talking about politicians who have the penchant or knack of cross-carpeting from one party to the other.
God bless you.
Whereas they are supposed to have what we call party affiliation, party ideology. But this time around it's about interest. So what do you think about such kind of thing happening when a parliamentary system
that one will not happen,
is in place?
my brother.
Why do you say so?
God bless you for saying that. Because,
Why do you think so?
Because they have known themselves, and the people in the cage of leadership of we are the majority in the house. It's either you renounce your position or you dropped the positions you've given to you, and you will not even like to. Probably maybe when election is coming, it's not going to be as when you elected. You wanted to leave the majority or minority there where you are to go and join. No, because they are full sea. What I mean is that they are together. It's not like this. So they are homes, or let me say we have 6 homes. And from the 6 homes, people that came from that 6 homes know themselves. You will not like to leave your region and join another region. That's the problem. This one is opened. It's a blanket opened. That it is a political party that joined them together, not the region. Okay? You might come from the south, you might come to southwest, or you might come from the southwest. But it is not that band them together. But in parliamentary, it is where you came from that join you together. That you would not even like to live because of the development of your area. Okay? It is even better for you elected, you'll be happy. That you'll be elected through your region that you wanted to uplift what you have. You were not going to be thinking so heavier of somebody that is at the north, neither at the east. No, you'll be thinking, your thinking should so mostly of where you come from. Okay, but now, the thinking of those who are in National Assembly now is the thinkings of how the Nigeria will get out from the hook. Is it not? So that one is different. The parliamentary is very, very different to the presidential election we are doing.
All right, so while we have the discussion of the parliamentary system on one hand, let's also look at the 2014 confab that was proposed. Do you think if we adopt that system, it would somewhat modify the presidential system?
Well, one government with the reasons. And those governments that have been coming, you can see the ideology of Yaradua. And I said it, I will not regret of saying it, that that's the best president we could have in this country. The Yaradua person. That's the honest truth. So the ideology of that Yaradua is even now different from the Obasanjo. The Obasanjo different from Jonathan. The Jonathan also different from this the former president that just left of recent, which is Buhari. So I can now see the ideology of Buhari now different from this Tinubu now. So I don't know why they always do that. Those people that went there to spend, I think they are 300 and something. They spent 3 months sitting down together. But funniest thing to me is that some people who stayed on that confab are now senator today. So I don't know why, when they see they have done a very wonderful job, a good job to Nigeria, and you are now in government, I don't know why they cannot even inconsticate to bring it into the government so that they can look holistically with it and adopted what it is. It could have been very good for this country if they can, because I can see those think tankers that put it together to give us that report. Nice one, a very nice one.
So how progressive do you think the country would be if we adopt this parliamentary system of government?
There's nothing bad about it. You now see that everybody will know where he belongs. Look at Lagos now. A lot of people came from everywhere to come to Lagos every day. Okay? The best first thing is going to happen is the database. Now we do not have it. We said they should expunge something from the form we are filling by the federal government, that where you come from, remove it. But in parliamentary, they will put it there. They wanted to know where you are. They wanted to know the numbers of people that came from other regions in all the 6 geopolitical zones, which make it very wonderful to Nigeria. By then, we will know ourselves very, very well. Parliamentary system will make that. That is it.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Adeniyi, Prince Adebola Adeniyi Adele Jr., the President General Citizen Liberation Advocacy Initiative. Thank you so much for sharing your thoughts with us today.
Thank you for having me this morning.
All right.